It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Ravens and the Chargers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play, and Young is going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Down to about the 37. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that They're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Second and 9. Now here's Young. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Nelson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Richardson on the bootleg here. Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to work.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go with a screen to Gore. He gets away from one and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff up the middle. Crisp trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The jumbo set out there, third and inches. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Chargers offense back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's Young on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They go play action. Young, rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. Shoves him aside. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he is brought down but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards and so is this one.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A play fake, now Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 21. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Young now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season and looking nuts on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cleveland to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Setting up the screen, Harris. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In motion goes the tight end. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Marvin Mims, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals need to take a little of this momentum into the second half of the year because they face an uphill fight at 3-5. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Richardson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a first down throw for Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the cut into that deficit. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, crisp. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Richardson working from the gun. And he is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Okay, ready?
First down, Ravens.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he will force his way into the end end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Young. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken around the 12. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On the option left, Richardson trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Robinson on a give right side. A strong running. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel. It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team. I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch. Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Young on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here is Young. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired.
Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable during the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Cleveland to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. More from L.A. in a moment. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Harris will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On play action, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for Baltimore, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.